Hello, my beautiful people. I just wanted to make this entire Loom video on breaking down exactly how I make 50 grand a month doing exactly this. And this is basically just going to be you guys' little step by step course, little sauce, bombshell on how you guys are going to do it. So, without further ado, as you guys can see, this is a straightforward game. Welcome to episode one of Straightforward Game. I just made that name up. Maybe we should turn it to episode one of Straightforward Game on how to make your first 5, 10, 15, 20, 30K, 40K, 50K, however much you want to make using exactly strategies that I've used for the past 5 years. Been this game. First year made $225,000. And a lot of people that are new to my YouTube, welcome. I'm known as a content amplifier, and basically my goal is to help brands grow and crush it all organically through TikTok. This has nothing to do with TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop in its own little world. What I do has always been around. No one talks about it. I've been doing it for the past 5 years now. And yeah, people need to understand the opportunity and what it's about to be presented. So without further ado, get your pen, get your paper. I typed all this out. I opened all the tabs and links that I need to break down and show to you guys. This is going to be a fucking banger. And I can almost tell you and assure you by the end of December, there's no reason why you shouldn't have at least 5 to 10 racks in your entire bank account. Here we go. Straightforward game. So, number one, I wanted to state this as the most important fucking part, right? The most important step is to lock the fuck in and not come into this game thinking it's going to be a walk in the park. Like, bro, I'm not here to sell you a fucking dream. I'm here to tell you it actually would work. And I'd be damned to tell you within the next 30 seconds or 30 days. Oh, wait, no, not even 30 days. Because 30 days, you can make a lot happen with this business model. But within the next couple days, you're going to see $1 billion in your account. That is not the case in any sort of way because I didn't learn this skill overnight, and nor are you. But what I can tell you, any skill worth learning will take time. So coming into this with an open mindset as far as thinking, let me learn this skill, then the money will come. Not let me try to fucking get fast money and then hopefully the skill follows along. No. Reverse them, and I promise you the money will come. So that's number one. I need you to embed that to your head. Let's read it again. The most important step is to lock the fuck in and not come into this game thinking that it will be a walk in the park. Any skill worth learning will take time. Sorry for the cussing, but I'm very, very passionate in what I do because people don't realize and the input that you need to put into content to get to where you want to go. But it's all worth it. Next, understanding what your goal is, right? You need to understand what the goal is. What are you kind of getting into this game to do? Are you looking to make a better life for yourself? Are you just looking at to make your income? What is the actual goal? Sit down, be aligned with yourself, and ask yourself, okay, am I doing this just to do it, or am I doing this for such and such reason? What exactly is this business model, right? Like I said, to break it kind of in simplest form, your goal is to be able to help a brand grow organically through TikTok. Over 95% of brands that are out there want to be on TikTok, but have no idea how to go about being on TikTok. Is why they hire creators just like myself and yourself. Why is this different from TikTok Shop? TikTok Shop is solely affiliated and created, and that's it. You have no genuine relationship with these companies that you build with when you're on the TikTok Shop side. And also you have to worry about bans, restrictions with accounts. On this side, a lot more leniency where you don't have to deal with bans, where you don't have to deal with restrictions. You build out actual real relationships with 6, 7, 8, and 9 figure brand. You build out actual relationships with 6, 7, 8, and 9 figure brand owners. They pay you monthly retainers of thousands of dollars. And also you do get commission and percentages. And also you can sign longer term when brands can pay you 7K for the next 6 months of your life. That's a benefit in all this. And also you learn sales because you get to sit on the phone and discover these brands. At the end of the day, I want you to know this. These brands need you more than you need them, but it's all up to you and how you position and reframe yourself to these brands. That's everything with it. And then most importantly, how can you make money? How can you make money? Like I said, millions of brands want to be on TikTok. The desperation for creators right now for brands is at an all-time high. There are so many brands, but very few creators. So that's how you can make money. Just understanding that, and also with us being in quarter 4, that's another way how you can make money. That's everything in terms of that. Now let's get into it. Start by familiarizing yourself with viral content. You know, what does that look like for you? In terms of you're scrolling on TikTok, what caught your attention, most importantly? What was the hook behind it? What was the visuals? Be able to study those little 3 things will be able to make you understand, okay, this is what made this video up. Maybe I can incorporate this into my next video or to my next product. Looking for those 3 things going forward, moving forward to any of your next, any next time that you go on TikTok and scroll and you see that, look for those 3 things. And also there's maybe other things, but those 3 things are like what really makes up a really good hook or a good video. Now, here's where the fun comes here. So if you're like sitting here like, okay, Key, how do we even go about this? How do we get started? Here we go. So your first step will be create a separate TikTok page. And basically with this TikTok page is going to be a blank TikTok page. You can call it John X TikTok or John Portfolio. You can name it. The name doesn't matter. It doesn't make or break it. But the reason why you're going to create a brand new TikTok is simply because this is going to be your portfolio. You're going to treat this page as your portfolio because in the beginning of it all, it's really hard to get a brand to want to pay you off the bat if you have nothing to show for. So this is going to be your little folder where you're going to put your papers and your homework and everything in. So when you do go out and present to a brand, you have something to show for. So create a separate TikTok page, and this is just going to be your little folder of where you can store all your content on posting on a consistent basis. And content on that page can be anything. The goal here is to be able to post consistently 1 to 2 a day. I'll be real. Once again, I'm not telling you a dreamer. I'm here to tell you the reason why most motherfuckers fall off in this game is because they can't post every single day and show up every single day. And that is the name of this game. People are so soft in this entire industry and in this game of business that most fall off after a 1 month of just showing up, even that, a couple of weeks. If you can, this is how you become a good creator versus a great creator. Show up every fucking day, posting consistently every single day, and it will come. It will follow. The money will come. But this is why most people fall off, because they can't sit down for 10 minutes, make one good video, and do that every single day for the next 30 days. That's it. People ask me, okay, how can I make 10 grand in the next 30 days? I've done it on my YouTube. I've showed the series on doing it from complete zero. Show up every single day, outreach every single day, then come to me and say, okay, tell me your end results. I can guarantee your end results versus what you're doing now will be able to show why that worked versus why what you've been doing hasn't worked. Post every single day, bro. The only way you really get good at this content shit is by doing it and posting and reiterating and taking away what you can do differently in the next video. But if you don't show up every single day, I can't do that for you. You got to be able to put in the reps. That's just like anything in life. What you put in is what you get out, and we all know that. So that's the 2 tangent parts. Create the page, post every single day. That will separate you from a good and great creator. Now, you can also reach out to brands for a strictly like only commission-based deal, because the goal here is only build a portfolio. When I say strictly only commission-based deal, any brand you DM me, you're like, hey, I've seen your product, blase, blase. I want to make content for you on your TikTok. Can I do so without any pay up front? And we can kind of revisit next month. Brands want to do that. They will say yes. I'm not saying as a new beginner, you can't go out and pitch a brand and get paid like right away without anything, because I've done it. I've showed you how to do it. But realistically, I will say in the beginning, stay away from trying to chase the money. Just focus on building out the skill and building out that portfolio. Meaning, like I said, just go out if you want to do a commission-based deal for a certain product that you enjoy. Just say, hey, I just want to work for free, because what that's going to do is that's going to open up their eyes where it's like, okay, this guy wants to work for free. So if he crushes it, we're going to pay him thousands of dollars. That's a good approach to go towards a brand that you really want to work for, because it's going to show them that you know what the hell you're doing. So do that, build out the portfolio, focus on crushing it, and then you come back to them, you crush it. They have no idea, they have no reason to pay you. Why not pay you a couple $1,000s? I've done it many times. Brands will do it. So build out the portfolio. After the first full month consistently posting, this is when we start reaching out. You need to be able to prove to yourself, not only to the brand, but to yourself, that you can post and show up every single day. From there you can go out and start outreaching. That is the number one thing, is if you can show up and be consistent every single day, then everything will come your way. But you need to learn how to stay consistent and post on your own for yourself, because the last thing you want to do is take on a company that you had pay you and you just start posting every 7 days. That is not a good look for yourself in any sort of way. You need to be able to prove to yourself right away that you can post on your own, and then, okay, now I can go reach out to brands, because I know I can confidently sit down and post 30 videos a month. Okay, now we get into how we find these brands. You find these brands on email, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. There's tons of ways to do it. Of course, you need to create a pitch that's going to stand out. And of course, before you even kind of craft that pitch in terms of how to structure yourself when talking to these brands, you need to do market research. So you need to be able to go on someone's TikTok and say, okay, this is the product that I like. I'm going to look up products very similar to the product that I like for this brand and see all the viral ones. I'm going to filter the most viral ones, come to them, write out a page of hooks and content and say, hey, this is what I can do for you because I've seen someone else do it. I can do this. This is something you're interested in. Brands, when they hear that, they're going to be like, dude, this dude's genius. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Why? Is because whoever they have on their page or whoever never was on their page, they're going to look at that like, damn, like this works. He showed us, like, yeah, let's give it a shot. 90% of the time, brands are like, let's do it, because that comes off to them like, this guy done his fucking research. In the past, and I'll be honest, like, transparently, I'm real with everything I'm doing. Like, there's been a time where I'll talk to a brand and I didn't do my research, and then we go through the call and they're like, did you do your research? I'm just like, nah, I'll be honest, I did not. I just reached out to you without doing my research. So this is just something that I learned in the past. Do your research. Get them on a call, figure out what they want in terms of content, come to an agreement in terms of the deal. I never pitch on the first call, never do that. Just kind of get a discovery, kind of get a feel for what they're looking for, and then send proposal over. You can offer next call, or usually my close rate has been extremely high every time I send a proposal and they pay me the fucking invoice. That's just what's worked best for me, but also I would always say never try to pitch first on the call. Deals, like I said, this is where the fun part, because deals can range anywhere from $100 to $6,000 per month. And as you get more and more into the space like I am, my deals can range anywhere from that. My minimum is like $3,000 all the way up to $20,000. But that's because I've been in the game for 5 years. And also the percentage of sale where I mean, the cap to be able to make commission-wise, there's no cap to it because ceiling's through the roof. Once you get a deal, then you start creating content around the product. Of course, like I said, you create the content. Once you prove to yourself that you should do it for yourself, your household products, or even commission-based deal you land. Now, once you land that deal, now it's like focus on this deal. Let me build a relationship. Let me have this brand try to pay me for the next 5 months of my life, guarantee $5K per month. Let's try to focus on that, and let me actually create content for them. Once you do that, you'll create a separate subsidiary account, and your goal would be to go viral for this brand. So the goal is to have them resign on. LTV is a game here, not chasing the retainers. This is something I dealt with in the beginning, was chasing the fucking money, chasing the retainers. Don't do that. Focus on just building out the general relationship with this company so they can pay you for lifelong, forever. That's why I'm just embedding it in your head. LTV is the goal, not chasing the retainers. Throw that shit out the window. Figure out how we can get this brand on for the next 6 months and pay us $5K for the next 6 months. Think about one brand paying you $5K for the next 6 months. That'd be great. That probably would cover your whole entire lifestyle, and that's one brand. And then from there, bro, after that's a rinse and repeat process. Like I said, this is the exact blueprint that allowed me literally to make my first $250,000 my first year. Now I make 30 to 50K a month. So, like I said, do what you want with this info. This is a straight game. And I'll kind of walk you through in terms of like a brand, for instance, right? This is how you go. This goes to show how many fucking brands are out there that lack TikTok presence. Look at this, bro. This is pathetic. And you know where this content comes from? A lot of these brands' specialty comes from like Meta ads. So this is all content they probably ran ads around and just throwing it on here and hoping it's sick. You come here with a position where it's like, oh, I've seen alpha male supplements or whatever on TikTok Crush. This is what I can do for you. Boom, that's 97 followers. I promise you, they will say yes. You go to their Instagram, 26K. You still have a really good shot of reaching out to them. But I don't know why my camera just turned on. Maybe because it's Instagram. But I mean, their Instagram doesn't matter. DM them with a really good hook, really good pitch, whatever. And then of course, Twitter is another good way to reach out to people. LinkedIn as well. And yeah, that's really it. I don't know why my camera turned off, but hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm trying to get my camera back online. It's kind of pissing me off, but yeah, free game. Do what you want with this. And yeah, if you guys are interested in what I do, check the bio below and we'll go from there. Peace. Finish. How do we stop this?